Well, good morning, University Bible Church. It's Friday, May 22nd. Today's psalm is Psalm 66. And it's the first psalm since Psalm 51 that has not been a psalm of David. So those superscripts is what we call them at the beginning, not to be confused with just a title that the Bible translators might put just in your study Bible or something to help you understand it. But the superscriptions before the first verse are ancient, either part of the original writings or when the Psalms were compiled in their present order long before the time of Christ. Those superscripts are in there, and so this is the first one that's not a Psalm of David in probably 15 or 16 Psalms. And this Psalm focuses on God's deliverance of the people from Egypt as a continual reminder of His character and care for them. And so in verse 5, people are invited to come and see what God has done. He is awesome in His deeds toward the children of man. He turned the sea into dry land. They passed through the river on foot. And it goes on and describes the way that God delivered the people from that. And then in verses 8 to 12, it describes that the way that God should be blessed, not merely for His deliverance, but for the way that He uses trials and hardship to test us and refine and purify our faith so that our trust is more and more in Him and not in ourselves. So verse 10 says, "For you, O God, have tested us. You have tried us as silver. You brought us into the net. You laid a crushing burden on our backs. You let men ride over our heads. We went through fire and through water." And the typical kind of American narrative after that would go, but I brought myself out of that and set myself on solid ground. And yet, of course, that's not how it goes. It says here, "Yet you have brought us out to a place of abundance." It points back to God's deliverance, God's faithfulness, God's trustworthiness. And then the last thing I wanted to point out here skips ahead a little bit to verse 18, where he says, "If I had cherished iniquity in my heart, the Lord would not have listened." There's always iniquity in our lives because we're all sinners and continue to battle against it. But what's described here is cherishing iniquity, holding on to it, loving it, not repenting of it, not confessing it, not calling it what it is. And it says when we do that, the Lord does not listen because He wants to have our sin dealt with first. So it's a good reminder there. Okay, well, have a great day, friends. Bye.